Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers and welcome to the newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, please be part of this journey, part of this family by subscribing, liking, share, hit that bell notification for new uploads. Tag me if you can. It helps to circulate the video and grow the channel. So thank you so much, everybody, for your support right from the start. And to all the people that have been leaving me beautiful comments and also questions, it's very important to me that I know that you're really creating this and you need help with it. I am here to help you. If there's a video you're not understanding, I don't mind redoing it again and in a more slower paced so you can understand. I might to tell you at the beginning when I started this journey, I didn't know too much of the crochet codes in English. So there was a fan that became good friends now, and she's been teaching me the codes to the crochet. I had no idea. My goodness, when I look back at the first videos, I pretty much I feel bad about it, obviously, but I didn't know any better. So there's still a lot of codes that I'm not sure what are they called, but I am learning. Give me a little bit more time, and I apologize for not knowing these codes and saying it my own way. I hope you can understand some of the videos that it is said my own way instead of codes. Hopefully I keep showing what I'm doing, so I hope that helps. But I'm getting better at this. Just be a little bit more patient with me, and thank you so much for understanding at the same time. Okay, so a while back there was an email I received from a fan, and she was creating the table runner Anna, which is this one here. I'm sure some of you that will look at it, you will say right away, oh yeah, I remember that one. Anyway, this is for a client, an order, and she had asked me if it was possible to redo at least the stitches on the um, rosebuds. And so because I didn't have a pattern to work on it, I didn't take the time to create it. But now, since I have this order, I am creating these rosebuds, and at the same time I will be showing you the tutorial just on the rosebuds. As far as you're interested on creating this pattern, you can just go to my playlist and look for Table Runner Anna. This is what I'm creating now for my client. So I'm only going to show you slowly and explain a little bit more about the rosebuds. These rosebuds are created with the poof stitch. So thank God I've learned that too. And thank you so much, Nancy Strand, for helping me out with these codes. You're so kind. So basically, I'm going to get you closer too so you can really see. So I'm just finishing this round here, as you can see. And we're going to get into it. So in the bottom, I did the stems for the flowers. And the stems are 6 double crochet, separation 1 chain in between them. So if you're creating the Anna, you will see this is very simple on the video to see what I'm doing. So I'm just, let's say you are doing whatever pattern you're doing. This is also very good for adapting on any pattern, especially people that are doing embroidery. They can add this to it or doing curtains, let's say, you know, you can put at the edge of the curtains or in the middle a nice lace, I guess, piece with some of this a motif with the rosebuds on it. It's gorgeous also. Anyway, it's good for anything. Okay, so basically we are going to work this poof stitch inside of each of the space here where I have the stem. So we're going to go in, we're going to bring the thread out. Now you need to stretch a bit of the thread because you got to give it length. You're going to yarn over once and you stretch it out again. Yarn over, go inside, grab your yarn and stretch it out. We're going to do this 5 times. So I have 4, yarn over again, and 1 more. So we have 5 times on the needle. Now we're going to slip stitch just where all the thread we pulled through. We're going to leave our first stitch on there, and then we're going to slip stitch the last two, and I'll tell you why. If you were to pull through everything, you're going to have your stitch going this way because it's really pulling. I wanted to have a straight line on the stitch. So in order to do that, we need to pull only through the thread that we're pulling through the spaces here. Okay, so one chain, yarn once, you go inside the next space. Bring your thread to the front, pull up a bit, and try to have it the same length. So 2 times, yarn once, 3 times, yarn again, 4 times, and one more, 5 times. Now, you're going to yarn once. You're going to pull through only what we pull the thread out. And then we're going to slip stitch again. So now you've got 2 rosebuds there already. 1 stitch separation. We're going to the next space. Stretch it out once, 2 times, yarn over once, 3 times, yarn over once, 4 times, yarn over once, 5 times. Now yarn over and slip stitch only through the ones that we pulled, and then slip stitch through the last 2 loops. Chain 1, go again. So we're doing this 5 times. We're creating 5 bud rows. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, we're going to slip stitch through all of them, leaving 2 on the needle, and slip stitch again. And like this, you're going to have the perfect line. Okay, so chain 1 separation, next space, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slip stitch through all of the thread we pulled and slip stitch again. So now we have 5 rosebuds, right? Stretch a bit of your thread, yarn, whatever you're using, and you're going to come and grab your thread from the back and you're going to slip stitch it. You're going to do 1, 2, 3 chain, and I didn't grab it on the right place, so you have to be careful too, because sometimes you would think we are grabbing the right stem here, but not stem, bud, but we're not. Okay, so this is the first one. We have to come to the first one and grab it, and you see we're going to slip stitch through it, and 1, 2, and 3. Don't tighten too much your stitch so it doesn't become too crumpled up. And we go directly into the next space. And we restart all over again. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slip stitch through it. Leave 2 on the needle and slip stitch again. So now you have your poof stitch. So chain 1 separation, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and again slip stitch and slip stitch, 1 chain separation, and we're going to do this all the way to the pattern, whatever pattern you are working on, and it makes it a beautiful design. 1 chain separation, and again into the next space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slip stitch, leaving the last one behind, and slip stitch. So this would be the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slip stitch and slip stitch, and we're going to give 1 chain. So we come back to the first one here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rosebuds. We come to the first one that we started, and we're just gonna slip stitch through it. So we're gonna leave this little space hole, if you want to call it, here in the middle, and then we're going to work on that. We're going to do peacock on top of it to have those rose edges coming out. 1, 2, and 3 without tighten it too much, and then proceed again with the next space. So this is about it. Very easy to create, and it makes a beautiful pattern. And I hope it's more explained now, and you could see the pattern, the creation better. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slip stitch and slip stitch. Okay, so this is what it looks like, as you can see. And of course I have 1 stitch here loose, but that doesn't matter because the top stitch that we're going to do with the peacock, it's going to look just perfect. So you see the rosebuds, it makes a 3D. It's gorgeous. So anyway, I'm going to complete mine, and then I'll come back to show you the edge of the flower, the peacock on top, okay? So very simple, nothing to it, people. Just continue the next space, stretch out a bit your thread, and keep it the same size. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, if you wanted your poof to be thicker, then you would loop in a few more times. Instead of doing 5, you would do like 6 or 7. Normally, a lot of times I do 6, because you don't want it too thick either, you know. You want it to have it the right size. It's like just growing the rosebuds, right? So slip stitch and slip stitch, 1 separation. So, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'll meet you on the next phase that I'm going to do the top as soon as I finish making the rest of my rosebuds. Okay, you guys, so I pretty much finished doing all my rosebuds, and now we're doing the top, which is the peacock stitch, as you can see. So we can finish creating these beautiful little flowers. So I'm using now the multicolored burgundy, so we can have the flowers stand out. And I've advanced myself a little bit here. So let's say you're going from one flower to the other, or you're starting, you can start anywhere in the center between both flowers. Just let me give 2 stitch here separation, 2 chain. So you'd start in the center with a single stitch. You'd go up 1, 2 chain. Okay, you see the middle here of the flower, which gives it that round circle. Okay, so you want to start here in the back and give it a single stitch, because we need to work around the flower this way and then attach it here at the end. So 1, 2, 3 chain. We're gonna go in the first space here and close that up with a single stitch so we can have our peacock. Now we're gonna go in between the flowers here, the petals, not petals, the buds, and we're gonna do a single crochet. We're gonna go up 3 chain, come back on the first one. We're gonna create that peacock and close it with a slip stitch. We're gonna go into the next space of the buds and do a single crochet. 3 chain, 2, 3, come on the first chain, close it out with slip stitch. go into the next, keep turning your flower into the next space of buds, single crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain, come on the first one, pull your thread through it, slip stitch. So we have another peacock. Keep turning your flower, and we go into the space in between the buds, single crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain, first space, and we pull our thread through it and slip stitch. Now we're getting here to almost our first stitch. Now there's a space there, as you can see, which is the last space, and we're going to do the single crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain. We're going to do the last peacock. I should have counted them. I will on the next one. So now we've done the peacock. Now we're going to go, and where we started the first peacock, as you see here, and we're just going to grab it here on the bottom, and we're going to slip stitch it so we can have it tied up together. And this is what it's going to look like, okay? We're going to do 2 chain, 1, 2 for separation. We're going to go in between them again and do a single crochet. 2 chain again, 1, 2. Pull some thread here. And we're going to go in the middle of that, where all the buds are. And we're going to grab right from back here in the middle. As you can see here on the center, this is the space in the middle of all the buds. And we're going to give it a single crochet. 1, 2, and 3, chain, come to the first one, first stitch we did here, pull your thread through it, and slip stitch. We're going to go into between the 2 buds, from in and out from the top, bring your thread, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain, come on the first one, pull your thread out through it and slip stitch into the next space between the 2 buds, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, come on the first one here, pull your thread out, slip stitch. Keep turning your flower. We're going to go in the next space. We're going to come out from the top, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to go on the first stitch here, pull your thread through it and slip stitch. Again, this would be the last space, actually before last. So single crochet between the buds, 1, 2, and 3, come to the first space, pull your thread and single slip stitch, sorry. Okay, so the last one, because we have the chain here from one flower to the next, so you go in between the chain. Okay, you see it's the last bud we have here, so between the last bud and the other, single, 1, 2, 3, chain, come on the first space here, stitch and slip stitch. Now we're going to grab our first peacock to grab them together. So it's a little bit tricky because it's small. So you go through the first stitch here and slip stitch it. So now this is all the way in the back, as you see perfectly in the middle and the back. So now you got your little peacocks, which is the tip of the flower, and you'd give it again 1, 2, chain, separation, come in between the flowers and do a single crochet, 1, 2, chain, separation again. we are going to grab it from the middle here, okay, because we need to meet up and attach it at the end on this space together. Single crochet, 1, 2, 3. We're creating the peacock again. My thread is stuck here underneath. Okay, come to the first one, pull your thread through it and slip stitch. Now turn your flower, come to the first space, go through it, and it comes out on top where that hole is on top. Single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Chain stitch, come and between the first stitch there, pull your slip stitch it, and slip stitch again. Next space, single crochet, 1, 2, 3. We're going to slip stitch through the first one here, like that. So you're going to have 2 on your hook, and then slip stitch. So you have your peacock. Next space, again, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. We're going to go on the first one, slip stitch, 2 on the needle, and slip stitch again. Keep turning your flower. It's not hard, you just have to pay attention. So we're going into the next space, coming and grab the thread from the top in the middle, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. We go on our first stitch here, slip stitch, 2 on the needle, and slip stitch again. So now we're almost at the end. Where the last one meets, where the 3 chain separation here to go to the next flower is, so it's the last space. Single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. First stitch, slip stitch, 2 on the needle, slip stitch. Now turn your flower. We're grabbing our first peacock here that we did, pull our needle in the bottom, and we're going to slip stitch through it. Turn your flower to the front, and here you have it, and this is what it looks like. So pretty. And you want to give it 2 chain separation again, 1, 2. Go in the middle of the buds, single crochet, 1, 2 separation. We're going to come where you see the 3 chain stitch here, right? So you have the middle here, right? So you have to go in through the middle, right into the middle. On the back here is your space of the hole of the top. Single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. We come into the first stitch here, slip stitch, 2 on the needle, and slip stitch. So you start turning and you go to your next space. Single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Chain, come to the first one. We're going to slip stitch it, and 2 on the needle, slip stitch. Next space in between buds, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Chain, come on the first place. Sorry about the noise of construction, it's still going on. It's almost done, thank God. So we slip stitch it, go to the next space between buds, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Chain, come on the first one, slip stitch, 2 on the needle, and slip stitch again. And we're going to the next space, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Chain, come to the first one, grab the 2 loops here, slip stitch through it, and slip stitch again. Last one here where the 3 chain separation meets between flowers, 1, 2, and 3. So I again forgot to count how many peacock we have. I'll let you know in a second. So slip stitch, and now we come to the first peacock, and we're going to grab it. Tension on my thread here. We're going to grab the stitch here on the bottom, and we're going to slip stitch through the stitch. Okay, so we have one, see if you can see clearly because I know the thread can be a little bit dark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 peacocks. 1, 2 chain, one more time between the two flowers, single crochet. 1, 2 chain separation. We go in the middle from the top where the hole is, and we single crochet here in the back. 1, 2, 3 chain. We go on our first stitch, we slip stitch and slip stitch again. Next space coming from between it and come out on the top, as you can see at the top of the hole, single crochet. 1, 2, and 3 chain, come on the first stitch, slip stitch and slip stitch. Next space, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, first space, first stitch, slip stitch and slip stitch again. Next space. So you notice that here is the hole on top, right? So this is where you have to grab your thread. Single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. First stitch, slip stitch it and slip stitch again. Next space, single crochet, 1, 2, and 3 chain, and I come to the first chain, space here, stitch, slip stitch and slip stitch again. Turn your flower. This is the last one here where it meets with the 3 chain separation. Single crochet, 1, 2, 3 chain, go on the first stitch, slip stitch and slip stitch again. Turn your flower again. Now it meets right here, the first peacock. We're going to grab it from the bottom here of the peacock where we started, and we're going to slip stitch through it. Okay, and that's it. And then 1, 2 chain and go in the center between flowers and do a single crochet. Okay, people, so I think that's explained enough. I think you should get it with no issues and no problems. Very simple, nothing complicated. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to continue my work. I will have the reveal shot at the end, and I will also display on the counter this table runner, even though I have a tutorial on it, just for you to see how it looks like complete at the end. And I thank you so much, everyone. For the newcomers, thank you so much for being here. I also would like to mention that yesterday I launched a video mentioning that I'm having a draw on a winner, a giveaway table runner that I am doing on Sunday the 29th of November 2020. It's a Christmas gift on my behalf. You have to be subscribed to my channel. You have to comment on that giveaway video in order for me to take your name on a piece of paper and put it together in a bowl with everybody else's name. If you want to be part of this gift that I'm giving away, table runner of your choice, color of your choice throughout any of my videos. So yeah, I plan to do this once in a while. It's a way of me giving back to the universe of helping me create these things that I absolutely love and adore, and also to put a smile on somebody's face around the world So if you want to participate, it's free, it's a gift. You're more than welcome to go and visit that video of the giveaway. Put your comment in, make sure you're subscribed, because I do get notified by YouTube on who subscribes and likes and so on. So it's not like, you're just going to go there, make a comment, and I'm going to draw your name or something. You have to be subscribed to the channel, or else it wouldn't be fair for my subscribers that I have right from the beginning. So you have to comment on there in order for me to put your name to the draw. So you're more than welcome to join in for this free gift. And thanks again, everybody. And like I said, time to time, not just now for Christmas, this is something I plan to do here and there. And who knows, maybe once a month. I will see how well the channel keeps up and keep you up posted on that. So thank you so much, everybody. Just want to let you know this is 100% cotton thread. I forgot to mention at the beginning, size needle number 3. You will need a scissors to cut up your pieces. And of course, you do the colors of your choices. Okay. And if you're interested in creating this table runner, well, it's Table Runner Anna again. The tutorial is there on my playlist. Thank you so much, everybody. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, share, comment, and like, of course. Thank you for everything, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye-bye. Take care.